right, Chad. So you're gonna walk us through your upstairs room here, and these are apparently your most prized possessions, maybe?
Yeah, this is the bigger ticket items.
Okay, excellent.
Over here, it is back there. It is the green Fortress of Fangs playset.
Oh.
It is an amazing playset. If there are any collectors out there ever on the fence about getting one, do it. It has tons of features.
Lots of playability, huh?
And it looks pretty neat on display.
Yeah, it does.
Moving spike walls, all kind of play features. Flying throne.
Yeah, like
Ladders that pop out from all over the place.
pretty pricey, I imagine.
Yeah, they're not cheap, but every once in a while you can find one. It is definitely worth having, though.
It's here.
The Closet of Doom. The Closet of Doom. This is kind of like an overflow for me. There's a few lines that are up there. There's some Madball, the head poppers.
Heads up!
Madball.
Welcome to the wacky world of Madball action figures, a world of good guys.
Attack, Skullface. Get him, this brain. Up with your head, Archosaurus.
Defend yourself, Slobulus. Gotcha, Screaming Mimi.
And bad guys.
Wolf breath. Finish feather. Heads off, Blocklid.
Wow.
And you can switch heads from body to body. It's a world of funny friends and frenzied fun. The world of Madball action figures with head-poppin' fun.
From AmToy.
The two tall figures there on the right are from Photon.
Photon.
And that was a kind, I don't want to say it's a knockoff, but it was LJN's answer to laser tag. And they had the big helmets and laser tag guns. And then there's a few oddball things in there. There's a set of battle brawlers that came out from Kenner that are in the boxes back there.
Oh, okay.
One's called Hammertail, the other's called Crackrun. They were the only two toys produced for that line that was kind of like a Rock'em Sock'em Robots kind of thing. And then there is a set. Now, these are probably some of the newer things that I own, but this was based on the old Hanna-Barbera Herculoids cartoon from the 60s.
Okay.
These were produced in the early 2000s from Toynami. They are quite hard to find, but I absolutely loved that cartoon when I was a kid. All the old, Hanna-Barbera, the Space Ghost and the Birdman and a Galaxy Trio, and they are pretty spot on to what they were in the cartoon. I really liked them, and they were definitely not cheap, but I think they look really nice on display.
Yeah, great.
There's some. Yeah, this was kind of, and these weren't even made by Kenner. They were made by a side company called Impulse, and they made those are the binocular ones. I've seen some other versions of like the same scale, and they were flashlights.
Okay.
There's a couple carded Conan. Yeah, the Crimson Guard. There's yeah. There is a couple.
Oh, that's the carrying case.
Yeah, the laser rifle carrying case.
Ghost Riders.
Back in the side here there is a boxed TIE Fighter box for one of my battles.
Oh, okay.
Blackstar things. There's some more Centurions. This is kind of like my overflow of some of my G.I. Joe boxes, and
Voltron. Cool.
and then back there is the Bacon Bomber from Barnyard Commandos. That's the helicopter that got released in the second wave.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, that's kind of like my overflow. We have Shogun Warriors. Yeah. Godzilla.
Imagine you enter the world of the Shogun Warriors. They're on the move. There's Raideen with Delta Wing missiles, Dragoon with a star shooter, and Mazinga with a rocket launcher. The Shoguns. Imagine you command them to defend freedom, protect justice, and challenge evil. The Shoguns. They're ready to strike when you are. Shogun Warriors, Mazinga, Dragoon, Raideen, equipped with their own gear, each sold separately from Mattel.
Let's see. Gold Rack is pretty rare. I don't really know if he was even sold in the States. Yes, they are. They're like, I think 24 inches tall.
Wow.
And surprisingly enough, Godzilla is actually the smallest.
Yeah. His fists fire, right?
The one does, and then he has a gimmick, and the lever is actually broken, but it still works.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It looks like he shoots fire.
Cool.
From his tongue there. A couple random mask toys.
Well, I know I don't want to go too far without pointing this out.
Oh. So, that is the blank. I know.
Well,
I know
last
Matt
time
has.
we were here.
You got some pictures with the blank.
Yeah, I had to get a picture of a blank because I've never even seen one in person until this one.
Extra, extra, read all about it!
Al Big Boy Caprice and his men Mumbles, Flat Top, Itchy, and Influence have called a meeting with Pruneface to get him to join their mob. Pruneface agrees, and with weapons drawn, they swear to get Dick Tracy once and for all. Suddenly, sirens blare, searchlights fill the room, and the door bursts open. It's Dick Tracy and his right-hand man, Sam Ketchum. Big Boy's gang is finished for now, but can Tracy keep them behind bars? Find out next time. Dick Tracy! From Playmates.
An amazing piece of plastic, that's for sure.
Well, the face is, I don't think it's quite what Madonna had in mind.
Well, if any of you out here wondered what Madonna would look like in action figure form, this is what Playmates thought she would look like.
Not really living up to it.
No.
But, oddly enough, this figure was a completely new sculpt. There was no other figure done in this line. Even her legs are not even articulated. They are only, you can maybe spin them, a bit, but they're not. She's not able to sit down, or she would not be able to go into like the cop car or the crook's car. And she was the only one to come with the briefcase.
It's a great piece.
It's pretty neat.
And that was only in Canada, right?
As far as I know, I'm pretty sure it was only sold through Sears in Canada.
Wow. All of us Dick Tracy fans were chasing the stores
Trying to find one,
the
and
blank, she was on the back of the card.
Nowhere to be found.
Yep. And obviously one of the coolest figures in the whole line.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. So this is one of the Battle Beast playset boxes. Amazing artwork.
Wow.
What's funny is I don't even remember seeing. I remember buying Battle Beasts specifically at Kmart when I was a kid with my grandmother, but I never remember seeing any of the play sets.
Huh.
I didn't even know that there was, you know, such a thing until
Right.
many years later. The other one's up top there.
Oh, okay. This is chock full. Vintage, amazing. That's for sure. Here is what? Probably the most collected line. Would you say?
I'd say so.
Star Wars.
Yeah, I would think that Star Wars probably started it all.
It's Darth Vader, watch out! And he's got a lightsaber.
It's Kenner's Star Wars action figures, each sold separately.
I got you now, Ben Kenobi.
With R2-D2 and C-3PO. There's even Chewbacca and Han Solo.
Someone's coming, Chewie. Who's there? It's Princess Leia and Luke Skywalker. Now I know the Force is with us.
Darth Vader, R2-D2, C-3PO, and other Kenner's Star Wars action figures, each sold separately.
I mean, not only is it probably the most popular movie franchise ever, but I think the toys started a lot of people on, I think, collecting just in general.
Nice the old wicket back there. The coin, the spear. I only have blue, so he didn't even have a spear.
Right under that fake Vlix there is a couple tubes that have some prototype Ewok figures in them. They're kind of hard to see.
And this is from the Ewoks line.
Yes, this is from the Ewoks cartoon line. Yeah.
Where'd you pick them up at?
Oddly enough, in Columbus.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I think you told me about that.
Yeah.
Columbus Toy Show.
That particular AT-AT that's there belonged to my cousin. When I was about 11, I found it in the crawl space of their cabin in Tionesta.
Oh,
it was completely impacted with mud.
Oh.
Me and my dad
You cleaned it all
redid
up,
it.
huh?
Yeah.
Cleaned up pretty good. Wow. I always liked this mini rig.
I did too.
That's a cool
I have many fond memories of playing with that when I was a kid. That was actually mine from when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, there's quite a few things up there that are.
Yeah, you said
my-
you've had...
I've had that set of droids for as long as I can remember.
Journey to the all-new world of adventure with the Star Wars droids. The race is on. R2-D2 and C-3PO get Val's Drome ready, set, and gone. Val's a sure winner, but villain Size and Teeth Drome want to stop him. From the side gunner Teague attacks. Val races for his life, but here comes George Doucette in his A-Wing. He fires, hits his mark, and sends Teague sailing, who says good guys finish last. Share the adventure with these figures and vehicles. Batteries not included, each sold separately. New from Kenner's Star Wars Droids Collection.
And those go for a pretty penny these days.
Especially R2-D2 and C-3PO. Even Size Thrum there in the purple Moo. He seems to fetch a pretty nice price now.
And the Sandcrawler, actually. They're standing in front of. That's a pretty rare piece. Or expensive piece, anyway. Yeah, this is the one I have.
Mm-hmm.
That mini rig. Is it the 4?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Death Star.
You know, it's funny. It's hard to see, but that actually has original foam pieces inside.
Oh, wow. And the trash compactor.
Mm-hmm.
That's rare.
I was able to find 2 packs when eBay first started, totally sealed. They might not be too good right now, but they were when I first got them.
It's been a while since you looked in there.
It's been a while.
Are those original 12 backs up there?
Yes.
Are they?
Yes. Yeah.
The
Stormtrooper,
Han,
Hans. Yeah. And Chewie. I was gonna say the Lando next to him is ROTG.
Yeah, this is a great Star Wars collection. Got the droid side gunner vehicle. Complete Falcon, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
You got quite a few carded here too.
Mm-hmm.
Jedi was one of my favorite figures.
They seem to be a little harder to come by now than they used to be.
Well, that's why I kind of commented before. In the 90s, instead of buying Power of the Force, I wish I would have just been buying carded vintage.
Sure.
Or just vintage in general,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because prices have gone up so dramatically.
They have. They're quite hard to come by now.
You got the classic Terror Drome here.
I do.
Complete.
Yes. Yes.
Another grail item for G.I. Joe collectors.
Imagine this!
Deep in the jungle, you discover it, the Cobra Terradrome with gun emplacements almost everywhere and special base for refueling vehicles.
There it is!
The Cobra Terradrome is really incredible.
That's Dr. Mindbender! And now look, they've captured Flynn!
It's time to warn the Joes, but suddenly they launch the Firebat.
G.I. Joe, American hero!
Live the adventure of G.I. Joe. Cobra Terradrome comes with Firebat and Pilot. Other figures and equipment sold separately.
Yo, Joe!
Mine, unfortunately, is starting to yellow.
And we move on to
Dino Riders?
Yeah, I would say another fan favorite.
I like Dino Riders.
People like Dino Riders.
Dino Riders are... I think they were amazing on display. I think it was a really neat toy line. You know, they came out in the mid-'80s. But unfortunately, the plastic that they used for almost all of them is become very, very brittle over the years.
The new Dino Riders are here. Dino Riders. 10 new dinosaurs in the Dino Riders collection. Stegosaurus with motorized walking action and full battle gear. The gigantic new Brontosaurus, the fighting fortress. The new Dino Riders are all equipped with armor and action figures. Now the most fearsome creatures to walk the earth are the greatest force in the universe. 22 awesome dinosaurs in the Dino Riders collection. Dino Riders. Only from Tyco.
They're quite hard to come by with all their parts and pieces, especially in nice shape.
Right. Well, yeah, they had so many of these little pieces. Even the small ones have
Yes. Oh, yes.
all these little red pieces on the ends of the guns.
Sure.
That are more often than not missing if you're finding them.
The figures actually came with like almost like a little parts tree of accessories that could be punched out. And even those are hard to find. That is that's the big boy of the bunch. That's the Brontosaurus.
Amazing. That That is a huge toy.
It is. It is quite large.
That's amazing.
And it's actually hard to see, but his tail actually wraps around that aerodrome.
Oh wow!
It is quite large. I was very, very fortunate to find that at a Steel City Con probably about 5 years ago for a very, very reasonable price. And the man that was selling it had many Dino Riders, and he had really, really nice prices on a few things, but I wanted that most of all.
You don't see that too much anymore.
No.
That's for sure.
No, they're in pretty high demand.
Yeah. Well, it was a cool line, cool concept. I mean, dinosaurs that are, controlled. It seems like the 80s were kind of big with dinosaurs.
A little bit, yeah.
You know?
Over top of the T-Rex there, the yellow pterodactyl there, that is actually from the infamous third wave. The 3 Dino Riders that came out in that line were actually just repaints with new equipment. They are incredibly rare. Yeah, that's actually it's actually the same one. It's just a repaint with different equipment. Different figure. But there are 2 more. One was like a Triceratops, a small one, and then the other one was almost like a Triceratops, but a little different. It was a little bit bigger, but they are really hard to find.
Looks like you have almost a complete line then.
It's pretty close. I'm missing about 4 pieces. One was the mammoth, and the other ones were part of that.
Yeah, because they were
third wave.
Kind of getting into
the
other.
Yeah, that was actually called Ice Age, and
Ice Age.
And they actually came with Neanderthal men on top of the Dino Riders figures.
Oh, is that them laying there?
Yeah. They don't seem to like to stand up very well. Yeah, Voltron, Castle Alliance playset.
From days of long ago comes a legend. The legend of Voltron, defender of the universe. 5 fearless lion robots. Black lion, green lion, yellow lion, red lion, blue lion. Who together form Voltron. Lion sets each sold separately from Matchbox.
That's pretty much the whole Panosh Place line. There's a few of the Matchbox items that are scattered around in there. Some of the bigger ones, there's a Voltron number 2 or a vehicle Voltron.
I remember this as a kid.
It's a neat toy.
I mean, I didn't have it,
Mm-hmm.
but I think one of my friends had it. Sparks of memory. Is this Blackstar?
That is Blackstar. That's Blackstar and Warlock. That was his dragon he would fly around in.
Nice.
That is the Blackstar Trobit wind machine.
Hot air balloon.
It's basically what it is. It's a really neat toy though.
Yeah. And actually like a beach ball.
Oh yeah, yeah. And as old as it is, it seems to hold air very well.
I know that's tough to find. I know a lot of people, they find the turtle blimps.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, this is all Blackstar here, huh?
Yep.
It's new for your kids.
Laser lights, it's Blackstar. Defender of right, he's ready to fight.
The evil overlord.
Laser light.
The Ice Castle is a mysterious place. He might meet the lava lock face to face.
Laser light, it's Blackstar.
From Galoob.
Kind of an underappreciated line.
I think so, but unfortunately, the cartoon came out like 2 or 3 years before Galoob actually brought the toys out. So okay. I think that's part of the reason why it didn't do well. They were doing, I think, reruns at the time when they finally did bring the toys out. But the original Blackstar cartoon actually came out before Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I mean, I knew it was a cartoon.
Yeah, that was like, I'm pretty sure that Blackstar came out in like 81 and Masters of the Universe didn't come out till like 83. I mean, don't quote me on my dates, but I'm pretty sure that Blackstar came out just a few years beforehand.
This is more mask, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, those are doubles.
What do you have here around your computer?
A little bit of Gundam, some Hanna-Barbera stuff. That's Remco's, I forget what the name of those guys are.
Oh, this is a SWAT cat, right?
Yeah, both SWAT cats. There's another, there's an Indiana Jones from the Temple of Doom back there. There's an old LJN gremlin hiding back there.
Oh, nice.
He's back there sabotaging my computer. Yeah, that's
they're in nice shape.
Yeah, I got those ones from the D&E guys. They even gave me the card backs.
Wow. Yeah, they're in nice shape. Don't find them.
Here's the card backs. They're in pretty nice shape. Playco. Never even heard of that place.
No, I haven't.
There's an old Toys R Us. Mini City.
Mini City.
Never heard of that one. Rasco. That's amazing. That one's even unpunched.
Wow.
So is the Slave one. That's crazy.
You're probably just thrown on the
Yeah.
shelf instead.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
There's the Darth Vader TIE Fighter.
Very cool. These minis are pretty neat.
And if you look on the back of the card, the Millennium Falcon that's on there is actually not the same one that was released. Neither was the Y-wing. There's a set of Star Wars Micro War World. There's a Ewok Battle Wagon in the box.
Oh, this is the Falcon one you were talking about.
Yeah, that's the Sears Micro World Millennium Falcon.
Awesome.
There is pretty much a box set of Matchbox Robotech.
Oh yeah. Is that like the whole line?
Yeah, pretty much. My Veritech fighter box is actually behind the tank there. And then We have some of the, yeah, more micros. There's an Ewok family hut down there. That was the old, like the old play school.
Play school, right.
Yeah, like line. The Thunder Tank and the Fist Pounder. There's a box there for the Thunder Tank and the Thunder Wings, and then behind the Fortress of Fangs there is a couple carded Thundercats. I think there's a Panthro there, Snowman, Hachiman. There's on top of the Thunder Tank there's the Astral Mode Monster with the original wings.
Oh, the box. Oh, there he is.
See him?
Yep, there he is. He's hard to find.
Yeah, you don't see him too often, especially with the wings.
Yeah, I like this Ewok Battle Wagon.
Amazing artwork on that.
Yeah, look at
that. There's a Rancor back there. Did you see it behind the Scout Walker?
Oh, yeah. Always one of my favorites as a kid.
Mm.
Well, this is an impressive room, Chad. That's for sure.
That's the original Buck Rogers starship, and this is the Draconian Marauder spaceship from Buck Rogers, the old TV show from the 70s. This is a piece of old 80s lore. Not too many people have ever seen this, but I have the Sectars line downstairs, and this is a poster for Sectars from the actual company.
That is amazing.
It is quite gorgeous looking.
You got to get this baby framed.
I figured you'd like that.
Yeah.
Don't see that too often.
No. This needs framed and in your living room. Wow.
Yeah, that's like 85, I think.
Yeah. It's a cool line. Very cool line. Is this something that they would give toy stores, or?
To be honest with you, I don't even think that it even got that far. I think that was something that they had it as like a promotional piece.
Wow. It's almost it's like a movie poster.
Oh, it definitely is. And I mean, the colors are so vibrant on it.
Wow. Beautiful.
And there you have it, folks. Chad's vintage toy collection. I hope you enjoyed this 5-part series here on ReeYees Retro Toys, and I wanted to give a huge thanks and sincere gratitude to Chad for allowing us to come into his home and film his amazing vintage toy collection. You're the best, Chad. If you liked all these videos, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, tell your other toy collecting buddies about it. They might get a kick out of this. Thanks for watching, and keep on hunting.